Hello, I'm Daryl and I'm here at UK Planet Tools. What I'm here today to talk about is Makita's new XGT 40 volt range. So in front of me is quite a few of our newish products, and it's something that we're going to be releasing lots and lots of products in the coming year. It's an alternative to cabled machines and it's an alternative to petrol machines. So anything that's a high application that needs a lot of power, this is what this is aimed at. We're doing it in a variety of batteries. We're going to do it in a 2.5, a 4, and we've got a new 5 coming out soon. Don't let that put you off buying this product, because if you compare what these hold in charge wise, they are in 2.5 the same as a 5 amp in 18 volt. In a 4 amp in XGT range, it's the same as two 4 amps in 18 volt range. But these charge a heck of a lot faster. This charges in 28 minutes and the 4 amp charges in 45 minutes. So you're going to get high application work to do any of the heavy duty machinery or things you need to do. Some of the products we've got in front, so we've got a variety of saws. So we've got rear handled saws, guide rail saws, we've got some miter saws, we've got 2 miter saws out, we've got a 3/4 wrench, we've got an 1/2 inch wrench, we've got a variety of combis, we've got the mid-range combi and we've got the new heavy duty wrench. We've also got a variety of SDSs. The radios have been updated, so you can put the 18 volt and the 40 volt and the 12 volt into it. And then the charger has been updated, so it's now green and blue and it charges a lot faster. It's got 2 fans in there. You also get an adapter that you can put on the top if you buy it as a full kit, which allows you to charge up the 18 volts. So you can have the best of both worlds here. You can have the 18 volt range and the heavy duty 40 volt range. Going forward, for certain jobs you might need a little bit more power, so we're going to do a double 40, so it's 2 batteries side by side, which will be 80 volt. That's going to be aimed at anything that's heavy duty, whether it be a garden product or maybe something like a stone saw. So we're going to now have a look at some of the products in a little bit more detail and possibly a demo of the machines. So one of the products we're going to have a look at in the XGT 40 volt range is the HS004. This is the 190 bladed circular saw. You can put this onto a guide rail, so if I lift it up and show you the base, there is actually a groove in the bottom of it, so it can run on our guide rail system. It has quite a lot of good features on here. It has a soft start, it's a brushless motor, it's got an electric brake. Depth wise, it'll do at 0, which is basically when it's at its full retract, it'll do 60 millimeters, but you can tilt it by moving the front lever, and there is an angle there to turn it. You can go to 45 degrees, which allows you to do 43 millimeters, and you can go to 48 degrees, which lets you to do 41 millimeters. So it's just a matter of locking it back up again. On it as well is compatible with our AWS system. You've got a safety trigger on there, which means you have to press the trigger and then that allows the trigger to move, and then it locks off when you're not being used. It works off 1 battery. One of the other major things it's got on this is a system called ADT, which is auto drive torque. What that is there's a little lit up area there that if you're forcing it through something really fast or the wood is wet or hard, it maybe slows it down. So the ADT system actually speeds the motor back up, so it keeps it an optimal speed, so you will cut through it a lot easier. It's in our XGT gunshot colour. You've also got a dust extraction port there as well, and it's got a retractable guard. So that is the HS004, available as a body only or done with a charger, an adapter and 2 2.5 amp batteries. Makita also does a couple of wrenches. So this is 2 of the models. This is the TW004, this is the TW001. This one's the 1/2 inch model and this one's the 3/4 model. So they're both brushless, so we'll get extra run out of your batteries. They've both got variable speed, but you've also got a straight to full speed capacity on the trigger. It's got 4 modes and speeds. It's got 3 bolt modes on this, and it also has an assist mode on there. There's an LED light on both. You have got a wobble shock absorber system on the big one. This one will do up to a maximum of 2050 nut busting or 1800 tightening. This one will do up to 630 nut busting or 350 tightening. So they are available as body onlys, and they are also available as a full kit where you get 2 2.5 amp batteries, an adapter and a charger in a box. So Anything maybe needs tightening with a wrench, these could be the two models for you. We're going to be looking at the Makita XGT Combi drills. So we've got the heavy duty model, which is the HP 001, and we've got the mid-range combi, which is the HP 002. So features on these machines: metal chuck on this one, 13mm capacity, part metal, part plastic on this, which is 13mm capacity. We've both got 2 speeds. We've both got variable speed triggers. We've got a forward and a reverse and a neutral. They're both brushless, so you'll get extra run out of your batteries. On both of them, you've got a drill, a screwdriver and a masonry setting. This one has a separate collar for doing the torques, which is up to 21. This one hasn't got the collar at the top because it's a digital clutch, which is electronic. So if I were to press the little trigger, just to give you an indication, in the high speed, it does up to 21. If I change it to the low speed, it goes to 41. So it's quite a strong machine. You have got a side handle with the big machine due to the strength of it. So it's 140 Newton meters torque in hard material, and it's got 68 Newton meters of torque in soft material. This one, being a mid-range one, is 64 in high torque and 30 in low torque. You have also got a feature on this which is known as AFT, active feedback technology, which is basically a clutch. So if the machine jammed or was suddenly stopped rapidly, it would just stop the machine from overloading. You have also got the option of buying them as body onlys. If you bought them as a kit, it's usually 2 batteries, something like this, with an adapter and the charger. The adapter allows you to charge 18-volt batteries as well as the 40-volt. These are not compatible with 18-volt machines. It's a standalone 40-volt XGT battery. Within the XGT range is the miter saw. So this one is the sliding compound miter saw, the LS002, and what a good piece of equipment this one is. Done in the gunshot silver, lots and lots of features on this one. It's a 216mm blade, which is roughly 8.5 inches. It will cut you 75mm, roughly by 12, so that's 3x12, which is 310mm. If we work our way from this end, on each side you've got a balance table which is inbuilt. These pull out. You've got a clamp that can be moved from the left to the right, and then you've got back fences that can be either left where they are or taken off. So I'll take this side off. If we slide the machine forward, because this can be pushed up right to a wall for convenience, the bars are straight, so it's really strong and accurate. On this section here we have a pull-out section, so this allows us to do like trenching rebates. So you can set that to different heights so that the blade can be at different heights, and the idea is that you pull the blade out and then cut on the back push. If we take it back, the blade itself is what we call an Efi-cut Makita blade. So it's a really thin kerf. 45 teeth gives you lots and lots of cuts out for cordless machines. So it's a really good blade. The guard is a quick release. It won't start unless you press the top trigger. So you've got the top trigger, that releases the trigger, and then you go. If we were to push the machine back down again, on the top we've got 2 features. One is an extraction unit that you can clear any debris off or dust, and then you've also got a light. Slide it back. Also we have a little section here which is a Bluetooth chip. So including the set we do a little Bluetooth chip. So the Bluetooth chip works with the Makita extraction units so that you can actually sync with a Bluetooth signal, and then when you connect a pipe it will do the extraction automatically. So we'll move to the other side. So if I take the back fence off again, the arm would pull out, and then what we've got is the controls are all at the front. Included on the front arm is an Allen key for changing the blade. If we want to do compounds, we can. If we want to move the bevels on the front, we can. So to do the bevels on the front, we would unslacken the front knob, we would push the lever down. That allows us to lock it into 10 positions. If we want it to go in a 3 mode, we can push it right down, and that puts it into a 3. We would always have to remember to tighten it. If we want to do the back handle, what we need to do is release the bigger. That would then allow the back handle to slide over up to 48 degrees. Wherever you want it to be up to 48 degrees, you would have to lock the lever again. Yeah, but it also allows you to centralize it, and then on the back there is another little lever. If I lift this up, which allows, by pushing that little lever, pull it forward, it allows it to go this way. Same again, you would have to lock it and you would have to lock the slide. So that then relocks itself. You would then tighten it back up. You can have it so it's running on the tram so it cuts down and cuts on the back push towards the wall, or you can lock it and it just becomes a chop saw. It's a brushless motor. It has got a shadow light on it, so it's great marking up. Some of the features it has are an electric brake, constant speed control, which means it keeps it going right until the batteries are basically empty, and it's got a soft start. So LS002, superb machine if you are in the woodworking industry for cutting materials. Another one of our 40 volt XGT products we're going to have a look at is our Sds Drill. So this one is the model HR003. So it comes with a standard Sds chuck. We also do a HR004 with an interchangeable chuck if you maybe want a twist off solid chuck. But looking at this model itself, some of the features on this machine, so it's Sds bits. It's got a side handle, so when it's turned on a right angle, it is actually a clutch, so that can be left or right. You've also, moving along the machine, you've got AVT on here, so it's a very low vibration, and you've got a dial to slow it down and speed it up. You've got a soft grip handle, and on the back, you've got a handle that actually moves backwards and forwards for vibration purposes. You have got 3 functions onto this machine, so you can have it just spinning only, which would require a chuck adapter to be fitted in. You can also use an Sds bit and use it as a drill, or there is a little white dot and a hammer logo showing that you can use it for chiseling, so you can knock tiles off, you can deck a brick out around a window. Going down to the bottom as well, if we turn it round, there is also a hook, so if you're maybe doing something on a platform, you can actually use the hook. The hitting power of this machine is 2.8, that's the joules of impact, so that gives you roughly how hard this is going to hit. It'll do roughly 28 millimeters, but you can also do a core bit in a 2 to 2.5 inch. That could be a TCT or a diamond core. And if you put the adapter in, you can also use it for maybe wood bits or auger bits, because you've got a variable speed trigger there as well. Along with the electric brake, HR003. We also do a range of 40 volt XGT grinders. We do it in a size 9 inch, 5 inch and 4.5. It's done with the gunshot silver on the front, and we do a variety of different triggers. We do the trigger on the top, but this model here, which is the GA012, has the paddle handle. So it's a little lever and then a quick relief for safety. Some of the features on this machine. So we've got a retractable guard, which is quick release. There's a little button there, which by pressing the button allows the guard to turn and lock. So that's easy movement. We've got an electric brake on this machine. We've got a brushless motor. So what does the brushless motor do? It makes the batteries discharge slower. You have got a soft grip handle. If we work our way to the bottom, we've got removable dust vents. So you can clean all the little bit of debris out of there. It runs at roughly 8,500 RPM. So what's that in power with a mains machine? That's roughly on par with a 1000 watt mains machine. Another great feature on this is a system called AFT, auto feed technology. So that is, if the blade for any reason jams or slows down, the machine will stop. You can then restart it, and for any reason it won't then cause any damage to the machine. Also, this machine is great because you've got a side handle that can be left or right. We also do a variety of different discs that can fit this machine. So that could be a cutting disc, so maybe a very thin 1-2 millimeter disc, which would need a separate guard, which normally clips over the front. We do diamond discs, we do grinding discs, we do wire brushes. The head itself is symmetrical, so by releasing the 4 screws out of the head, it's not all going to fall apart. You can actually rotate the head, fasten it back on, and we do a side guard as well for dust extraction purposes. It's done as a model of body only, or as a full kit with 2 batteries, the adapter and the charger, and it's done in a box. Variety of different boxes depending on what's available. So this is the GA012 4.5 inch XGT grinder. Within the XGT range, we have music boxes or radios. So this is a new one, a limited edition, It will work off the XGT 40 volt batteries, also the 18 volt LXT batteries and the 12 volt CXT batteries. It's done in red and it's got a lot of great features on it. For all you James Bonds out there, this could be the machine for you. It's the MR007. So if we lift the handle up, which is the carry handle, this is now the aerial, so you can't lose the aerial. If we work ourselves down the front of the machine, I'm going to have to lean over. You've got bars that basically protect the front section. To turn it on, it's just press that button on the left hand side. LED screen. If you want to seek a channel, you can press the left hand side, which would seek any channels within the area that you work in, or by pressing the middle, it gives you a full list of channels that you can go to. Whatever you want to go to, click it again and it locks. If we go to the other side and press the button on the other side, it then allows to do different modes. So it lights up in the center and down the side. So you've got a rock mode, you've got a jazz mode, you've got a classic mode, you've got a pop mode. And if we take it right to the very bottom, we have a mode saying My EQ. Now what My EQ is, it allows you to set the bass and the treble to whatever you like. So if you like it a bit more beaty, you can. If you like it a little bit more treble, you can. And whatever you do, press the button, it locks it again. If we go a little bit further, we've got a USB outlet and we've got an auxiliary in. So you can put a speaker to it, you can put headphones to it. So I'll click those down. As we work ourselves round to the side, it's got an inlet for the mains adapter. This isn't a charging unit, this is just a power lead. This is included with the radio. It will also run off batteries which are not included. So you would have to have a battery or purchase a battery to go with it. The speakers themselves are done in the gunshot silver like we have in the 40 volt range. If we then turn it round again, you've got rubberized strips on the back. And what that allows is this machine can be laid down, which I will show you in a minute. You've also got a release lever on the back. So as we pull the casing down, it has a waterproof stroke dustproof seal on there, which gives it an IP65 rating. There are 3 socket outlets. So you can put your 40 volt battery in the top, you can put your 18 volt LXT battery in that side, or yeah, CXT 12 volt. Obviously can't put all 3 in at once. Yeah. So if you have a battery in there, it won't work if you put the leads on, because the lead basically overrides the batteries. So if you then swing it round again, what this allows is, by leaning it back, you've then got 3 speakers. You've got the surround speaker. It's a DAB Plus, a Bluetooth, which can run to up to 10 meters away, and you've got FM in there. So it covers most things that you would want to get, local radio or more distant radio. So this could be for you, the limited edition MR007 radio in red. Within the range of XGT, we have got lots and lots of gardening products coming out. So lots of 40 volt and 80 volt machines coming. One of them is this blower. This is the UB001G. So it's available as a body only, but it's also available as a full kit. So you can have 2 batteries, a charger and an adapter. The adapter allows you to charge the 18 volt batteries on the charger. And you get a range of nozzles. So you've got your fish tin and you've got all your other different nozzles. As you work your way to the machine, you've got an on-off button and you've got a variable speed trigger. So it's variable in its start off. You've also got cruise control, and that goes up to 53 meters per second velocity. You've also got a booster. The booster gets it up to 64 meters per second velocity. It's brushless, so it's great for blowing things like leaves away and giving you lots of different application use. So XGT 40 volt UB001 blower. So that's the Makita XGT 40 volt range. Just a small snippet of what we do. There's going to be lots coming over the next 18 months. Gardening products, general construction products, woodworking, plumbing, electrical, you name it, we will have the product for you. So if you want to see any offers, go to UK Planet Tools online, sign up to their newsletter. There'll be lots of deals and ideas on their site. Thanks for watching.